The 7-year OSIRIS-REx mission ended on Sunday with the return of regolith from the asteroid Bennu, which might hold clues about the origins of our solar system and life. A brown and white capsule that spent the last 7 years swooping through the solar system and sojourning at an asteroid has finally come home. And it has brought a cosmic souvenir, a cache of space rock that scientists are hungry to get their hands on. On Sunday morning, those scientists waited eagerly as the pod shot through Earth's atmosphere at thousands of miles per hour. It gently parachuted down into the damp desert landscape of the Utah Test and Training Range, about 80 miles west of Salt Lake City. At 8:52 a.m. local time, the capsule's landing is a major win for a NASA mission called OSIRIS-REx, which stands for Origins, Spectral Interpretation, Resources Identification, and Security Regolith Explorer. The spacecraft set out in 2016 to retrieve material from Bennu, a carbon-rich asteroid about 190 feet wider than the height of the Empire State Building. Researchers hope this pristine space dirt will reveal clues about the birth of our solar system and the genesis of life on Earth. "This is a gift to the world," said Dante Loretta, a planetary scientist at the University of Arizona and the principal investigator of the OSIRIS-REx mission, at a news conference last month. Bill Nelson, the administrator of NASA, said the mission proves the space agency does big things. Things that inspire us, things that unite us, things that show really nothing is beyond our reach. The mission's scientists endured many twists and turns, including a 7-year struggle to get the project greenlit by NASA. Their perseverance paid off as OSIRIS-REx became the first American spacecraft to retrieve material from an asteroid, bringing back a staggering amount of matter from space for scientists around the world to study. But the victorious final act means much more for the OSIRIS-REx team members, many of whom grew up on this mission. According to Dr. Loretta, "A little bit of us is on that spacecraft," said Rich Burns, the OSIRIS-REx program manager at NASA Goddard Space Flight Center. "And a little bit of us is coming home with it." Bennu, a near-Earth asteroid, is currently many millions of miles from our planet. Like other asteroids, it is a geological relic of the protoplanetary disk, the swirling mix of gas and dust that eventually coalesced into planets, that surrounded our Sun billions of years ago. One theory is that small worlds like Bennu seeded Earth with the prebiotic ingredients for life, a full revolution of the asteroid Bennu, captured by the OSIRIS-REx spacecraft in 2018. OSIRIS-REx is returning to Earth with a sample from the asteroid on Sunday, credit NASA/Goddard/University of Arizona, but it is difficult to test this idea using meteorites, pieces of asteroids that reach Earth's surface, which are heated by the atmosphere and are then contaminated by microbes on the ground. Dr. Loretta said, "This is not the first chunk of an asteroid brought back to Earth. In 2010, the Hayabusa mission, led by the Japanese space agency JAXA, managed, in spite of technical troubles, to recover less than a milligram of material from a near-Earth asteroid named Itakuwa. A decade later, a follow-up mission, Hayabusa 2, retrieved a few grams of space rock from Ryugu. With that sample, scientists have found evidence suggesting that asteroids had delivered water to the early Earth, and discovered the presence of uracil, a building block of RNA, a molecule that helps form proteins. OSIRIS-REx's delivery will provide an abundant new stock of space rock. The team anticipates about half a pound of unsullied asteroid dirt. Shogo Tachibana, a planetary scientist at the University of Tokyo who led the Hayabusa 2 sample analysis and is now a co-investigator on OSIRIS-REx, has no idea whether Bennu will be anything like Ryugu, but it's what he is most looking forward to finding out. From the beginning, the mission was a marathon. In 2004, a group of American scientists submitted an application for what would become OSIRIS-REx. But NASA returned the project with the lowest ranking, Category 4, or thanks, but no thanks, Dr. Loretta said. The first proposal just bombed. This is not the first chunk of an asteroid brought back to Earth. In 2010, the Hayabusa mission, led by the Japanese space agency JAXA, managed, in spite of technical troubles, to recover less than a milligram of material from a near-Earth asteroid named Itakuwa. A decade later, a follow-up mission, Hayabusa 2, retrieved a few grams of space rock from Ryugu. With that sample, scientists have found evidence suggesting that asteroids had delivered water to the early Earth, and discovered the presence of uracil, a building block of RNA, a molecule that helps form proteins.